Good morning, everyone in Australia, certainly from Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane, Melbourne, or Perth, could be Darwin. I think this period is interesting because we use a new way to communicate as this virtual event for civil engineering in Australia. I do believe that you will appreciate because the beauty of this new way is to have more communication or more capacity in the time. Let me introduce myself. Sylvain Laurent, I'm Executive Vice President of Dassault Systèmes, started in this virtual world from '83, and Chairman of the Board of Infrastructure and Cities. Dassault Systèmes is definitely the 3DEXPERIENCE company for a long time. Starting in '81, you have to know that we are guided by a purpose, and the purpose is how do we harmonize product, nature, and life? I could add another point is how the virtual world could contribute significantly to improve the real world in multi-industry. So we are today 20,000 people across the world, based in with 64 labs across the world too, and focused to help and contribute to improve 11 industries. And definitely, construction is one of the key industries. We have a track record. Our legacy is huge from starting in '81. From the beginning, the story of Dassault Systèmes is 3D. Engine is a 3D. 3D is maybe the body, could be a building, could be a bottle of shampoo, a car, an aircraft, a rocket, anything. But at the end, we have this track record to prove that the virtual world and the simulation capacity is used to help and to create innovation in any sector. Let's focus about the 3DEXPERIENCE introduction platform in 2012 and specifically around the CT. CT is certainly the challenge for the next decade. Currently with the crisis today, coronavirus crisis, the CT model is in a way to completely change, to reconsider how do we consider the building, how do we consider the business capacity and the work building. So that's the most important. The next will be, as you see on the slide, human body. The body is certainly one of the most complex data model, but we engage on this area strong investment as we did with CT on construction from the last 10 years. But let's focus about construction. You represent, certainly around this virtual call, the most important strategic element for the next decade, as I said. 7% of the employees in the world are working on the construction area. If I'm talking about cities before, it's because if you look at the challenge for many cities as Shanghai, where I'm living today, by the way, where they move from 10 million, 15 million to 27 today, and certainly they plan to be 50 million people in the next 2050, something like that. So the challenge is huge to configure infrastructure, development of the new safety building, reshape maybe sometime. That's the most important. We have, in your construction world, a lot of challenge. The challenge is certainly, the key challenge is certainly how do we break the silo? How do we connect the dots? How do we create more innovation with the same number of people that we have? And to do it, Dassault Systèmes could be a key contributor. Why so? It's because we have a lot of best practice in multi-industry. And today it's ready. It's ready to use the cross-fertilization. So what we're doing with the platform for aerospace, aviation, automotive, high-tech could contribute to help your world. It's the time to do it. And we need to embark in your area new technology to control this innovation, to improve effectively the way to work, to optimize the cost, the planning, and the quality that we will deliver. So that's the most important. And simulation is key. Remember that due to the crisis, we created with China government a very in a fast time Wuhan hospital. Wuhan hospital was built in 3 weeks, could be less, for 3,000 beds. And the simulation was absolutely key for them to contribute to control what will happen. So if I sum up for construction, and certainly the team will develop after, connecting the dots, breaking the silo, one single source of truth, offering a digital continuity and the capacity to manage virtual twin. I will conclude with some example, customer example. Yes, we focus now on today on how to accelerate the digital transformation in Australia and the construction world. But we have to mitigate the risk to be absolutely more in a way to compete well with China, for example. You see on this picture 4 examples. Power China, China Railway, Smithy, and Naval Group. Just it's close to be Australian, it's a French company, but with a huge program with Australia, and where everywhere here, digital transformation, Dassault Systèmes technology contribute a lot. China Railway, definitely the #1 in the world to manage speed train on rail across China. Power China, Hydro is certainly one of the best examples where we deliver with China a lot of capacity, new capacity to have green energy. And Smithy, as I said, Shanghai has a huge challenge to move from 27 million to 50 million. So they need new infrastructure, not only bridge as you see on this picture, but new building, new safety building. So we have definitely to reconsider how do we create a new breakthrough in this industry. And again, I'm sure that you will be pleased with this event to consider how the contribution of all other industry will bring the value for you. I wish you a pleasant day, a pleasant virtual event, definitely, and hope that we could have some discussion or chat during this event or maybe after with the community that we will create. Have a good day. Thank you.